The Seed of Thought by Majid King. A text on the nature of thought. Chapter 1. The Observer. You are not your thoughts. A thought may come to you in your own voice, but that does not mean it is you. You are spirit. You are the observer. You are awareness. To be an observer is to see from a different perspective, a higher perspective, than that which is being observed. Your thoughts are what you, the observer, are watching over. This is what you would call the fourth dimension. Not a place, but a position. Not distance, but perspective. Another angle, another point of view. The flesh exists in the physical realm, the third dimension, and we are taught to view reality from that lens alone. This traps the mind into thinking only in 3D, cause and effect, limited to the physical, as above, so below, misunderstood and incomplete. Yet the mind is capable of perceiving higher dimensions when trained properly. To observe your thoughts correctly, you must first detach from them and realize they are not you, but nothing more than thoughts, packets of energy, carriers of information. Chapter 2. Seeds of Thought. Each thought carries a seed, and the attention you give a thought is the word that waters it, allowing it to sprout and eventually produce fruit. This is the process of creation, from mental to physical, from unseen to seen. Like the flower of life, reality unfolds in patterns. This is what we do daily, often unconsciously. We create the world we live in through the thoughts we repeatedly entertain. This is where control is often lost. Not all seeds produce good fruit. Some seeds come from the light. Some seeds come from the dark. This is the natural order of life. Your responsibility as a creator of reality is discernment, the ability to identify what kind of seed a thought carries and whether it belongs to higher knowledge, life, and understanding. Those are the seeds worth producing. Chapter 3. Details and the Bigger Picture. The details create the bigger picture. Reality is the bigger picture, but thoughts are the details that construct it. So this is where the work must begin. Practices like meditation and presence sharpen awareness and reveal the constant chatter of the mind, the quiet battlefield where seeds are planted. Thoughts mixed with emotion are a deeper layer. Emotion gives thought momentum, and momentum gives thought power over the body. A lustful thought, for example, increases heart rate, increases blood flow, activates hormones like testosterone, and ignites sexual desire. The body responds instinctively. This is natural. What is dangerous is not the body, but the unexamined thought that activated it. A single thought can disrupt the entire system. Chapter 4. The Battle of Flesh and Spirit. At this stage, the battle is no longer just a thought. It becomes a thought and a body demanding satisfaction. This is why self-mastery is essential. You are awareness and spirit, not the thought, but you are also not the body. The body is the vehicle. The spirit is the driver. This body is far more intelligent than a car. It has its own impulses, desires, and instincts, yet it cannot act without your consent, unless you fail to master it. If the body is not mastered, it will attempt to master you. When a thought combined with emotion activates the body, and discipline is absent, the body's urgency overrides the spirit's wisdom. This is how control is lost. Chapter 5. Cause, Effect, and the Price. Everything operates on cause and effects compound. If the cause is a lustful thought and the effect is indulgence, then the real question becomes, what is the price? Nothing is gained without cost. This is the law of equivalent exchange. Repeated indulgence strengthens the seed, feeds the flesh, and drains the spirit. What begins as a single act becomes a system, then a habit, then a nature. What happens in the physical affects the spiritual. As above, so below. Life is an interconnected system. When you move one piece, the entire structure responds. Chapter 6. Mindfulness and the Chain of Awareness. Everything begins with awareness. Observe the thought, then the emotion, then the body. This is the chain that defines mindfulness. Bad fruit is sustained only by continued feeding. Withdraw attention and the seed weakens. Experience teaches this clearly. A lustful thought is accepted. Emotion follows. Justifications appear. The body prepares. The act manifests. The fruit is produced. A seed always produces according to its nature. This is why discernment must occur at the thought, not the act. Chapter 7. Influence and the Senses. Thoughts also form through influence. What the senses absorb, plants, seeds, nature, mountains, fresh air, silence, produces thoughts of beauty, wholeness, peace. These are natural seeds that produce good fruit. Modern imagery often does the opposite. Illusion, stimulation, and sensual excess infiltrate through the senses, activating emotion before awareness can respond. This is the tactic of influence. Remove the influence, and the battle never begins. The greatest strategy is not to fight, but to eliminate the battlefield. Chapter 8. Gardens of the Mind. Thoughts form habits. Habits form structures. Structures form gardens. Your mind is a garden. If bad seeds have been fed long enough, they reproduce and dominate the soil. When a good seed is introduced into a corrupted garden, resistance occurs. Discomfort arises. Distraction appears. Emotion rebels. This is not failure. It is warfare. Bad seeds sense neglect and fight for survival by pulling attention back toward them. Once their strategy is exposed, the garden can be reclaimed. Chapter 9. The Law of Mind. All is mind, and mind is all. Everything originates as thought. Thought carries intention. Intention shapes action. Action produces fruit. Focus is power. Distraction is the enemy's primary tactic. Remain aware of where a distraction leads, because every distraction is simply another seed seeking attention. Chapter 10. Choice, Influence, and Deception. You come from good, but you are not bound to it. Freedom requires choice. This gives thoughts an advantage. They cannot force you, only influence you. Evil rarely presents itself as evil. It presents itself as beauty, comfort, and ease. This is why discernment is critical. Always examine the seed, the intention, behind what appears attractive. Chapter 11. The Market of Seeds. Bad seeds are now mass-produced. They grow fast. They look appealing. They promise ease. Good seeds take time. They require discipline, patience, discomfort, and intention. Their roots grow deep. Their fruit feeds for a lifetime. Every day you are offered a choice, quick and effortless, or slow and refining. Comfort speaks the language of the body. Discipline speaks the language of the spirit. Both demand payment. Chapter 12. The Final Law. A seed that produces quickly often destroys surrounding soil. One pleasure can cost many futures. The wise man chooses seeds for the long term. Bad seeds include fear, lust, greed, wrath. Good seeds require time, patience, discipline, intention. Chapter 13. The Gardener. Closing chapter. You are the gardener. Awareness is your tool. Attention is your water. Choice is your power. Examine seeds in the present, and the future becomes predictable. Choose what you water. The garden will obey.